Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 26th of October 2021, and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, our topic today is what's better? Be rich, be important, but die at 20 years old, or be very poor with $5 per day, but live over 100 years. Alright, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, and for this topic, I remember this is an old topic, and then uh, I don't know why today my answer is different. I want to choose the first one, the former one, which is be rich, be important, but die at 20 years old. And then, yeah, I think my reason is uh, these two choices actually is not it's not better than not to choose. Yeah, but I know today we have to choose one. So um, these two choices is are not a good choice for me, and I choose the one that I think is better. And then the first one, be rich, and then for here, I think be rich here, we can directly be rich. We just don't have to put in efforts, and then we can be rich. So I think this is a great choice. And then even though we will die at 20 years old, which is actually very, very young, and then but Um, if I look from the other aspects, I think uh, this is a good choice because there is no suffering. You can just get your money, become rich, and then after that you can just die at 20 years old. There is no suffering, and then just die, something like that. And compared to the other choice, which is $5 per day, live over 100 years, and yeah, the first problem is that $5 per day could be too little. And then this is the first thing. I think this could be a suffering. And then you have to suffer for so many years until 100 years. And also, how about um, maybe after 80, after 70, even though you still healthy, but I think that yeah, the life after 70 or 80 uh, kind of like getting tougher and tougher with just $5 per day. And I think there must be great suffering here. Yeah, so there is no point to live like very long if your life is suffering. So this is my thinking. And yeah, comparing with the first choice, I think yeah, be rich but die at 20 is actually quite a good choice. Yeah.
If we
Hello. Yeah, Eric, can you speak louder?
Hello, is it okay?
Um, can you hear me again?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, still a little bit
Yeah.
soft
If
today.
we wait wait a few seconds because
Okay.
I think this is fine. After I start to speak, few
Oh,
second or few minutes, and the voice will become louder and louder.
louder. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Try.
So
Hello,
yeah, but I think it's still soft today. I don't know why.
hello, hello.
Yeah, now it's better.
Hey, how about we increase the $5 per day? Yeah.
Oh,
For example, increase to $10 per day, increase to
mm,
$20 per day.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. So this is a question, right? Yeah.
mm.
$10 and $20, I think, yeah, maybe $20 will be, um, actually, yeah, I'm not sure whether it's enough. I think, uh, after 100 years, due to inflation, still got problems. But maybe the first, maybe 30 or 50 years will be okay, will be fine because, this, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This
What
is
if
US dollar, right?
okay? What if we using the purchasing power? We're
Oh,
not
okay.
using the nominal fiat value.
Yeah.
So that means uh yeah you can yeah how about we also fix the currency? Okay, let's say we fix we we make it as the Malaysian ringgit. Okay, so now in the question is $5 become
Mm.
like the 20 ringgit,
20
and
ringgit.
20 ringgit become like 80 ringgit.
80
So
ringgit. Okay.
$10 will become like 40 ringgit. So now we change all the amount. Is
Okay.
first is 20 ringgit, and then another is 40 ringgit, another is 80 ringgit.
Yeah, 20, 40, 80.
Yeah, and also we're talking about the purchasing power. So that means uh if you accept the like the 20 ringgit,
Mm.
so after 100 years the fiat currency value of the 20 ringgit may grow to, I don't know, maybe 10,000,
Oh,
maybe
it means that
20,000.
the purchasing power remain the same, right?
Yeah, the purchasing power
Okay.
remain the same, even though the fiat currency value, the nominal currency value can increase a lot.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah. So with all these uh premises, what would you what you would choose?
Yeah. What would I choose? I think, yeah, if this is the only choices that I have to choose, so there are four choices now. The first is be rich, die at 20. The second is 20 ringgit per day, uh, up to 100 years. The third is 40. The last one is 80, right? So we have four choices here.
No, we have two choices. So we
Oh,
compare rich with poor. Yeah,
mm-mm.
we just change the amount of poor.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I
So
think $80 per day um seems like okay, but I just worry about the medical bills when I get older and maybe uh yeah, because 100 years is a is very long.
mm, yeah, you don't have that choice because this is a topic compare this is a topic
Mm,
discussing about the value,
yeah.
whether you rather being poor but live longer or be rich but shorter. So yeah, right. Uh, you may not be able to pay your medical bill. You
Mm,
may not be able to spend on the luxury. You just able to keep your essential,
yeah.
just keep your basic living. Yeah.
Mm.
Can you live with 80 ringgit per day?
80 ringgit per day is, I think, yes, of course. This 80 ringgit is quite a lot.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
So how about 40 ringgit?
40 ringgit, I think for survival is totally no problem.
Mm.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
think it could
how
be suffering.
how about the house rent, all those things? the food, transportations, house rental, all the things, electricity bill, telephone bill, internet bill, all those things.
Yeah, so for 40 ringgits, I think I couldn't live like I am right now, of course, and many things couldn't do. Maybe you can just pay your accommodations and then your food, your electricity bills, and I think it can hardly have savings.
Mm. Yeah, so 40 ringgit times 30 is around 1,200.
Yeah.
So 1,200 still can survive in Malaysia.
Mm.
Right now, I mean it's about the 1,200 purchasing power right now still
Yeah.
can survive, right?
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, so I think it should be a good number, around 1,000 ringgit or 1,000 to 1,200 ringgit per month.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here we're discussing about between rich and between poor. So what's your decision?
Mm.
So we cannot go too further. Mm.
Yeah.
The amount cannot go to like 80 ringgit or others.
Mm.
So so let's fix the amount to in between 20 ringgit to 40 ringgit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for 40 ringgit, will you choose? Yeah. Will you change your decision from being rich to being poor but longer?
Um. Okay, I think yeah, maybe I won't
Why?
change my answer.
Why?
Because yeah, for this topic, of course, we assume that if we choose 40 ringgit per days, that will be something that we couldn't make a change. We couldn't earn more in the future. So uh, every month just yeah, you couldn't make many changes.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, you just like uh, even though there is no one like limit your movement, you can go anyway. But yeah, it seems like the money itself is a limitation, and yeah. So I think
But you
there's no
basically
point to suffer this until 100 years.
mm, but your basic need has been fulfilled, has been met. You still can live in the cities. You still can drink clean water. You still can enjoy the electricity. You don't need to live in a house which is off the grid. You don't need to like farm by yourself. You still can go to supermarket and grab some food and buy and eat. You better cook by yourself
Mm.
because it will save more money. Mm, yeah, and you also can start to do investing, even though it is small. Yeah, there's no limit to your saving. There's just a limitation to your income.
Mm. Yeah. So how about working? Do we still spend time on working? Yes, right.
Yeah, of course.
Mm. Yeah. So I think yeah, 40 is really at the point of that. Just now also I spent a few seconds to consider what what I want to choose.
Yeah, and another thing which is okay. Let's talk about one other thing, which
Mm-mm.
is could be one of the premise, which is you need to consider this is yourself. You don't rely on other people, so you don't
Mm.
rely on your father. You don't rely on your
Yeah,
mother. Yeah, so you consider yourself only.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
For example, you couldn't live in a big house, and you need to pay the bill. You need to pay the rental cost. So how can you find a rental cost? How can you find a house or the room? So you find a cheap room, you find a cheap house,
Yeah.
and you share the rental with other people.
Mm.
So this is it could be few of the only way to reduce your rental cost. Yeah. And how about transportation? Maybe you can't afford to own a car. Yeah. So yeah, because you see, you only have like 1,200 per month.
Yeah.
If one in if installment of the car per month costs you, I don't know, maybe 300 ringgit,
Mm.
it will eat all your uh almost all your income.
Yeah.
Petrol, plus the car maintenance, plus the car insurance, plus the
Mm.
renewal of the driving license. Yeah, of course this is not expensive, but it is still a cost. Like if I'm not wrong, it's like 30 ringgit per year. Mm,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah. Driving license.
yeah. It's the cost is low, but consider you earn 1,200 per month.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, if you like choose to own a bicycle, so you can save all the cost. Of course, bicycle also you also need to repair, you also need to maintain, you also need to buy new one, and sometimes you also need to buy some uh uh the spare part to
Mm.
repair it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the cost is much lesser than owning a car.
Mm-mm.
At
Yeah.
least you
No
pay,
petrol.
yeah, no petrol, no expensive car maintenance, no insurance,
Yeah.
and also no installment,
Mm.
no interest. Mm. Yeah, so you have to change your lifestyle
Yeah.
and thinking about other things, and yeah, uh you can live like over 100 years, and yeah, even though you can't be rich, but you can pursue your inner happiness. You can pursue other things. Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you think about this is a case, so that means you need to downsize your lifestyle. You don't have much saving.
Mm.
Yeah, because your saving also downsize. For example, let's say, you currently earning 3,600, and you downsize your income, your expenses all the way
Mm.
to 1,200.
Yeah.
Maybe your saving also downsize uh,
3 times.
at least 3 times. I would say at least 3 times, because
Oh.
based on mathematical, uh, you can't you, some of the expenses you can't really cut to zero, or you can't really uh, there's something like fixed cost involved,
Mm.
so you couldn't really cut the expenses. So I would say your saving at least will downsize 3 times. It could be 4 times, it could be 5 times,
Mm.
but let's assume it downside 3 times. Yeah, so so this is a case. Okay, and how about your current life? You just kind of like inflate your lifestyle, and upside your lifestyle,
Mm.
and upside your income, and upside your spending, upside your saving, maybe 3 times, maybe 3.5 times, maybe 4 times, maybe 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is your current life.
Mm-mm.
Mm. And can you think, can you think any way to get out, to change? And also, your current life need to consider the inflation. And in the 40 ringgit scenario, we kind of like exclude the inflation. Which
Mm.
one is better? We still not yet know.
Mm-mm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So, mm, yeah, this is a uh you can like have this kind of perspective and try to link uh try to link this topic case to your current living case. Yeah, and if you are rich enough, and try to think about whether you want to become richer, but you will die sooner. Yeah. So, to me, if all the promises hold, and then earn about 1,200 per month. Sorry, did I say dollar? Yeah, it should be 1,200 ringgit per month, and or equivalence of 40 ringgit per day.
For the for
Yeah.
oh
40,
yeah, right.
Yeah, and I will accept the deal. I would rather stay in poor compared to being rich, compared to being important. Yeah. But this is when the circumstances hold, and I don't worry about the medical. I don't even want to buy an insurance anymore. Yeah, and actually I did calculate my expenses. Yeah, and my expenses, if I can remove all of these extra things, for example, car, for example, like insurance, and maybe entertainments, or maybe other things. Yeah. and remove all the installment. Yeah, and it is around, I think it's around 800 to 1,000 ringgit. Yeah, so it is more than enough for me to live.
Yeah, so it's basically the food plus your rental, right?
Yeah, if you did some very rough calculation, let's say food is 300. Yeah,
Yeah.
but 300 is an overestimate amount. But never mind, just use 300 per month, and and then you plus the rental cost. I think 200 or 250 will be enough. But yeah, but well, I try to use 300 as an amount.
Yeah.
I use 300, so 300 plus 300, food, accommodation, 600, and anything else.
Internet.
Mobile phones. Maybe the phone expenses, telephone expenses, and at this current moment, my Malaysia telephone expenses is like 40 ringgit per year. 40 ringgit per year is how much? 40 ringgit per year is three ringgit. If we make it 5 ringgit, so 605. Now it's 605. And how about other expenses? Internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, internet. Maybe I can use the public internet. Yeah, don't need an internet plan.
Yeah, your haircut.
Haircut.
Do it by your own.
Yeah, you can do that. And it's not expensive at this right now I I cut my hair 2 to 3 months, around 2.5 months each time. And how much it costs? It cost me 3.8 Sing dollar. So it cost me around 12 ringgit per 2.5 months. Yeah. So if you want to include it, also can around 5 ringgit per month.
Yeah.
But you can do it. But you can do it by your own. You can like change to Malaysia we call botak, which is it called blade? Yeah. Yeah. I forget the term. So that means you have no hair, or you very short. Yeah, short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about other expenses? Electricity?
Yeah, electricity,
Maybe
waters.
Yeah, maybe that includes in your rental.
Mm.
Yeah. And if you want to add up, can add up another 50. Okay. And then anything else?
Maybe your
Yeah.
clothes. Yeah, but there will be not much, right?
Yeah, not much.
Mm.
Yeah, there's not much. So you can see, we kind of like try to overestimate the amount. So if you plus all the things, it is still way below 1,000 ringgit if you just want to keep your survival.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. So yeah. Mm.
Mm. Actually, yeah, suddenly one idea comes to my mind, and when we try to make choices like saying that maybe I would choose uh, to accept $40, 40 ringgit per day, and then in that kinds of life, maybe like we said, we have to cut many of our expenses. Maybe entertainment will be removed, and then the lifestyle cannot maintain. And so, yeah, so I think maybe if we can sometimes, or maybe we can find a time and then to try, let's say, just try it for a week for no entertainment, and then cut your expenses. Of course, we couldn't cut our installment. Yeah, so let the installment still continue, but for the other costs, for example, food, and also entertainment, and also yeah, all of the expenses we cut to the very low amount. And maybe 1 week we couldn't feel, maybe we can make it like a month.
Mm.
Yeah, so I think maybe we try it for a month, and then we make the decisions. The decisions will be like more uh, taking into account emotion, right? Because saying is easier done, easier said than done.
Mm. Yeah, and I have been living this kind of life for more than 1 year. Yeah,
Yeah.
look around us. Do you still have the entertainment cost?
Um, Entertainment. Yeah, sometimes I still buy things uh from the online shops. I
Mm.
still buy the things that I like. Yeah, so entertainment is still there.
Mm.
Hmm.
And yeah, I seldom did that already. Yeah, even though yeah, I also will buy some stuff, but I feel less and less desire on that consumer product because uh yeah, for example, you can buy a lot of utensil,
Hmm.
kitchen utensil, different for different kind of purpose, but actually you just need a pot. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use the pot to cook the soup, to cook anything else, and you can check my Facebook. I use the big pot to cook almost everything. Yeah,
Hmm.
and you can, yeah, of course, you can use the pot to bake a cake, to like do some very complicated things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why you need to do that? You don't need to do that. Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, and actually, yeah, just just looking at your expenses, spending at food is already a thing that's quite amazing. Really, quite difficult for for people who have to work and
Mm.
then have to cook by their own, and then make it so convenient, not a very suffering things, right, for you.
Mm. Yeah,
Mm.
and yeah, now I look at something on my table, which is a sprout. Yeah,
Oh.
I pretty the mung bean sprout. I pretty believe. Yeah, I truly believe that my my food expenses can cut even lower. Yeah,
Mm.
can you imagine 3 tablespoon 3 tablespoon of mung bean can feed you 2 people two people, 3 meal. Yeah, of course, you not only eat the mung bean sprout. You, for example, like in today's morning
Yeah.
breakfast or my lunch is actually the mung bean sprout fried egg. Yeah, yeah, and this is the first time we cook these dishes, but this is smell very very good.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah. So, uh, yeah. So, and yeah. The cost can cut even lower if you know some technique. You find some other way of doing things.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. And now, yeah, it's two person less than $100, less than 100 Sing dollar per month,
Wow.
and we,
Amazing.
yeah. Uh, I eat lunch, I eat dinner, and for breakfast, my company have something called a pantries, a pantry space. Yeah, I can grab some biscuits. I can like grab
Mm.
some beverage drink. Yeah, and my college really treat me nice. All of them see me didn't eat in the office. Yeah,
Yeah.
so sometimes they'll buy food for me.
Mm.
I appreciate it. Mm.
Yep. Yep. And then for your sprout, just now you mentioned, and it reminds me of those of the person. I think his name is Michael Scofield, if I didn't get it wrong. Yeah. In his video, one of his videos said, the food that you plant, I mean the vegetables that you plant by your own, is something like is the most special one. When you eat it, you will have the feeling, right? You will feel
Yep,
like,
yep.
uh, this is this is what I grew it from small, from a seed,
Mm.
and then now it become my food, and then you will like appreciate. You will have the pleasure eating it. Yeah.
And you
So,
feel it's more delicious.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, although yesterday topic we talked about a lot of dark side, a lot of like uh kind of like the toxic, and we question, we criticize our belief. Hey, but yeah, if you think in another perspective, try to be positive, and you still can pursue the happiness even though you only earn 1,200 per month. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, but of course, you're not sure whether this is good or not, whether this belief or whether this decision is good or not. But if you can really exclude all other things, for example, yeah, you may say this is a wrong decision after you get some disease. Yeah, but if you only earn 1,200 ringgit per month, yeah, why you want to worry about the disease? Why you want to worry about the medical bill?
Mm.
Just uh, so that means, yeah, never mind. You come to this world and experience. Yeah,
Yep.
if you can live, uh, let's say like a few years more, and yeah, this is what you gain. This is not
Yep.
what you lose. Yeah.
Mm. Yep. And to me, I feel like actually when we say that humans are greedy, this is a very natural uh, traits of human, right? And then I think for greedy for money is one thing, and greedy for life is actually not much different for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
mm,
yeah. You continue first.
yeah, and like if we said we want to uh, like worry about medical bills, and actually if you let's say if you earn more and there is really a lot to worry, there is unlimited amount of things to be worried. For example, how about having kids, and then how about umbilical cord, how about their insurance, how about their educations, right? And unlimited it is. Yeah. And also maybe you drive your car, you worry about your your you get an accident, you lose your life, maybe you want a bigger car. So yeah, not enough.
Yes.
Yep. And then maybe you live in a place, you worry that someone break into your house, so you choose a better house with guard, and then
Yeah. and you spend more in the decoration. Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? In yesterday night, and my mother get a quotation of the decoration in our new house,
Yeah.
and finally I decided not to decorate. Maybe wait six months after, or wait 1 year after to start to do the work. And for the decoration, it costs us around 15,000 Malaysian ringgit. Yeah, and this is just a decoration.
Yeah.
And some of the small things didn't include. For example, you need to buy the basins, by once. You need to like uh the heater, the water heater. I mean, for shower purpose. That one
Yeah.
you need to buy. And how about lightning? Maybe that one you also need to spend additional cost. How about the fan? You also need to spend additional cost. And air conditioner is included, but only once. Yeah, but it is also too expensive. 1,700
Yeah.
ringgit, including the installation. Yeah, it is also expensive. And yeah, so install all the like kind of like the glass window protections. And because all the material is using like the steel, using like the irons, and yeah, so the cost is really expensive because the price of the commodity is increased a lot. Yeah, these 2 years
Yeah.
increase. Yeah, kind of like the hyperinflation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so uh, I find and I did some rough calculation, if including, yeah, and one of the reason is because I think is because just recovery from the COVID-19. And yeah, yeah, of course, many people don't have income, don't have money, don't have saving, but you still have some demand. So it's just like the economics. The economics, in economic precision, it doesn't mean that everyone don't spend money. They can don't eat food. They can survive without food, without
Yeah.
anything else. They just need water and air, just like the sprouts. No, no such thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So some of them will still will still spend the money. Yeah, and because you have a lockdown for around 2 years, and people want to decorate their house. Yeah, so and because of the COVID-19, and the and the decorator cannot start the project, cannot operate at the full capacity. So they'll have a lot of order. So when there's a lot of order, and they'll increase their labor cost, I mean, they'll increase their labor charge.
Yeah.
To earn more. Yeah, because they have more option. If you don't want, I can choose other. I have so many unfulfilled order. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So first reason, labor cost to us increase. Second reason, price of commodity increase. So add up together, it becomes so expensive.
Yeah.
And I tried to do a rough calculation, including the mover, the cost of the cost of moving house, and buying some fan installation, lightning, or other things. And it could easily more than 20K and to 25K. Yeah, and it could even hit 30K. Yeah.
Yep.
So this is really really expensive. Yeah, and just few months ago, Yeah, just really few months ago. And our expectation is 10K to 15K. Now we have to force ourselves to have a budget like 20K to 25K. Unbelievable, just within few months.
Yeah.
So I decided to seize the the uh the progress, and then not doing anything else. Just wait
Yeah.
6 months, wait 1 year.
Wait
Yeah,
and see.
because one of the thing is economic be effective is a true thing. Yeah, it is not something like illusions. It is a real thing. People really earn lesser money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course people need to if people have money, some people have some money, some people don't have money. Yeah. So after all the demand being fulfilled and the price can come back, and the price of commodities is not possible or not probable keep at this high level for a very very long time. Yeah, it will have the chance. It will have to have some time to drop back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my guess. This is my kind of like uh uh the predictions. Yeah. So I choose to wait. Yeah, because the
Yeah.
cost is too high. Yeah. So this is something related to what you mentioned just now. Uh yeah, really if you want to spend money, there's a lot of things allow you to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think one of the important implication of this topic is actually uh we kind of like compare the poor side to our current living state. Yeah, which is the point I mentioned just now. Is there any difference? Is there any significant difference? Yeah, of course there is difference, but is there any significant difference between your current living state to the to the poor state we mentioned just now, 1,200 ringgit per month? Yeah, you just upside your income, upside your spending, upside your saving. Yeah, besides this, is there any difference? You still cannot live like the rich. Yeah, you still need to tolerate a lot of things in your life. For example, yeah, maybe you don't cook by your own, but you still need to eat outside. You eat not a very healthy food. You also need to compromise something. Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, so uh yeah, so this is something I want to highlight.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, and also another implication is if you can cut your spending down and downsize your lifestyle, can you uh can you remain the happiness level? Yeah, if you can do that, so yeah, so this means your current lifestyle is not the is not the it's not the need, it's not the must. Just
Yep.
like you can live with with 40 ringgit per day. So yeah. So this is my sharing for today.
Yeah. Yep. And then for the decoration just now you mentioned for your house, and actually I have one guys to recommend to you, which is actually is my father's friend's son. Yeah, currently he's working in Singapore also, and for for my house, for our new, because we also moved to our house, to our new house 2 years ago. So also many things we actually ask him to do, and then let's say for he's good at installing all those things. For example, the heater just now you mentioned, and also he can install the lights, and then the fans, quite many things he can do. And then he didn't charge high because he's just like doing his part-time job. So and one thing I think is also an important thing to mention is that not only he charged lower, and he actually know quite a lot, and then he will like give you many suggestions on the products you want to install. Maybe he will give suggestions on which brand is more durable, which brand is better, and then how about the price. He know quite a lot about that, and then he will also give some suggestions what you want to install here and what's your budget, and he's good at it. So yeah, if you want, maybe I can give you his number, but currently he's still in Singapore. He didn't he hasn't gone back Malaysia for, I think it's also 1 or 2 years already. I think it's 1 year. Yeah, 1 year already.
Yeah. So maybe in future, I can ask the Tam, right? Is it called Tam?
Sorry, what's that?
Just now, did you mention his name?
No. Yeah,
Oh,
not yet. Yeah, it is a friend of my father's son.
So yeah, also maybe in future I can contact this person and ask for his help.
Yeah, he is willing to share, and he won't rush you. Yeah, really, you can ask a lot of things, and he will give you suggestions. And he live in Kota Tinggi, and so for your house maybe it's not too far away from for him. Yeah. All right. So later I give you his number, but before this, maybe I tell him first. Yeah, I inform him first, and then you may contact him.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So these are my sharings today.
Okay. So that's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. If we are not native speakers, if you found any vocal mistake that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like, subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.